Okay, let's continue with number 9. Okay, number 9. Necessary vitamin or mineral used for wool production. And necessary vitamin or mineral used for wool production. Okay, may nagsagot ng C. Saan nga ba yung wool? Sa sheep. Yan. Sa sheep po yan, sa sheep. Okay. So the correct answer for number 9 is okay. So, necessary vitamin mineral used for wool production sa sheep po yan. The correct answer is letter C, sulfur. Sulfur po yan. The vitamin or mineral is sulfur. Okay? Ang calcium po is for bone metabolism. Sa bone ito. Ang phosphorus naman for carbohydrate metabolism. Okay? Carbohydrate metabolism. Itong calcium, bone, phosphorus is for carbohydrate metabolism. Yung sulfur naman, that is for wool production or buhok ng yung sa buhok ng sheep. Okay? Yung copper naman po ay for melanin. Okay? For melanin. Saan yung melanin? Kailangan niya ng skin natin. Okay? For melanin. Ayan. So, magkaiba ha, magkaiba. So, the correct answer is letter C. Number 10. Quiz number 10. Which of the following is not a deficiency of copper in animals? A. Swayback or ataxia. B. Loss of tensile strength in wool. C. Graying of hair. D. Star grazing. You're now number 10. Marami pa ata dun sa kabila, hindi pumasok. Okay, some of you answer. Okay. May sumagot na A. May sumagot na B. May A. Siguro hindi pa kayo naka-experience sa ano, no? Sa poultry. Baka na-experience sa poultry? Hindi pa kayo naka-encounter ng ano, deficiency? Siguro wala masyadong project sa school? O dindo, aking sinta. Charot. Okay. It's not deficiency of copper. Hindi daw deficiency ng copper. Okay, the correct answer is Sir, kanina hindi ko po maintindihan talaga kasi ang copper po kasi is for melanin. Okay. So, The deficiency of copper po, aside sa melanin, no, magkakaroon po ng swayback or ataxia. Swayback, yung sa likod ba ng ano, ng ha basta mas maganda kasi 'pag may picture, yung hanapin niyo na lang sa Google kung ano yung swayback or ataxia. Tapos loss of tensile strength in wool, na nalalaglag ang wool ng sheep, yung nalalaglag. So, dapat po may strength, 'di ba? Kailangan naka-ano talaga siya, nakadikit pa rin yung katulad sa akin, yung nalalaglag na mga buhok, 'yan. Loss of hair, gano'n. Tapos nagkakaroon siya ng graying of hair, okay. So, ano nga ba yung stargazing? The correct answer is letter D, stargazing. Kasi po ang stargazing is lacking of what? Ano kaya ang stargazing? Stargazing is lacking of vitamin B1 or thiamine. Kasama yan sila ng beriberi sa tao, 'di ba? 'Yon. Yung stargazing po, nakita niyo na ba yung ano, yung chicks, yung ulo niya laging nakatingin sa taas? Kaya nga siya tinawag na stargazing kasi laging nakakita laging nakaano, naka-pointed sa ano, sa taas. Gano'n yung ano niya, tulalay pala yun, tulalay ang term. Yun ang tawag ng stargazing. Stargazing po ang tawag do'n. Common yan sa hatchery. Oo, common yan sa hatchery. Sa brooding din meron yan. Okay? So, the correct answer is stargazing. Stargazing is a deficient of thiamine. Vitamin B1. Kasama yan siya sa tao. Di ba ang tao may biri-biri? O, human biri-biri? O, yun. Pag may biri-biri ang tao, Bisaya naman talaga masyado si Sir. Biri-biri, basta biri-biri ang tao, ayun, ibig sabihin lacking of vitamin B1 or thiamine. Okay, next. Number 11, mozzarella and other Italian cheese. Ito, lumabas ito last year. Kaya sinama ko na lang ngayon. Mozzarella and other Italian cheese. A. Emmental. B. Cheddar. C. Ricotta. D. Feta. Malakas din ba ang ulan dyan? Hi, Neil. Parang nag-Ome TV. Malakas din ba ang ulan dyan, Neil? Kasi dito maulan din dito, Neil. May bago na pala akong baby ngayon. Si Neil na daw. Hindi na si Eric. Nakalagot ka kay Eric. Half day summer, half day bagyo. True. Okay, so the correct answer for number 11 is ricotta. That is ricotta. Um, Napansin niyo ba yung ano, yung Lilo and Stitch? Are you familiar with that? Lilo and Stitch na ano na cartoon movie, yung Lilo and Stitch. 'Di ba they love to ano eat cheese, Italian cheese, right? Pati Mexican cheese, gano'n. So, 'yan, dun ko na ano, napansin si ricotta. Dun ko siya unang narinig sa Lilo and Stitch when I was young. 'Yan, so ricotta, known na talaga yan siya in we have also this one, Emmental and cheddar is also the Mexican cheese. But when it comes to Italian and when it comes to Italian cheese, we have this ricotta. It is very familiar and common. Okay? So, feta, if I'm not mistaken, sa England ba yan? Basta Emmental and cheddar alam ko sa Mexican. Yan. And then we have number 12, milk. Actually, marami pala nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Very good. Yun, milk that contains finer globules or butter fat than those present in fresh milk. It is prepared by passing fresh milk through small openings by pressure. O eto, siguradong alam nyo to. Especially sa goat and cattle. A. Homogenized. B. Condensed. C. Evaporated. D. Pasteurized. Ito, lumalabas talaga sa board exam to. Present yet. What do you think is the correct answer? Neil, Ano po, naka-open po ang mic mo? Naririnig po kita. Okay, the correct answer is okay, the correct answer, okay, okay, meron na ako ng tamang sagot. The correct answer is letter A. Homogenized milk. Okay. So it is Philip. Get the animal science major ka ba, Philip? Ayun, so homogenize ang tamang sagot. Okay, ano nga ba ang homogenize? Ano nga ba ang pasteurize? And again, dairy science. Ay, very good. Dairy science ka pala. Okay, so specialization mo talaga dairy science. Good, that's good. Kasi meron ka talaga specialization. Okay, we have pasteurized milk. Pag sinabing pasteurized milk, the milk is heated to a temperature of not lower than 145 Fahrenheit for a period of not less than 30 minutes. Okay, not less than 30 minutes sa lower than 145. So, milk na ninigit ang milk no under the temperature of not lower than 145 Fahrenheit. Okay? Not less than 30 minutes. Ang homogenized milk, ito yun. Milk that contains finer globules. Okay? Pag evaporated milk naman, okay, pag evaporated milk, fresh milk which has been evaporated to a concentration of water. Okay? Pag condensed milk naman, concentrated milk siya to which sugar has been added. Kaya nga matamis ang condensed na milk, right? Matamis kasi nga meron siyang sugar. Evaporated from the water. Now, the question is finer globules naman or butter fat galing sa taba, no? So that is homogenized. Okay? Maraming nakakuha ng maling sagot. Eh, kaya pala alam ni sir pagdating sa ano, very good. Kasi ito usually ang milk sa dairy kasi ito sir. Okay, dairy and sa goat. Number 13, coined the term gene to refer to the particulate factor that Mendel hypothesized as the basic unit of inheritance. So this one is updated animal breeding and genetics. So it will be given dun sa manual. It is updated na po talaga. And maraming na-add doon. So mas madali na lang siya kasi terminal nilagay ni Sir into terminologies yung iba. So ang dami actually ang nadagdag sa animal breeding and genetics. So who coined the term gene? Sino kaya? Dindo. Ano kaya sagot mo, Dindo? Sabi pa nila, the one who coined the term gene is also known as the father of genetics. That is, the correct answer is letter B, si Johansen. Yon, si Johansen. Okay. So sino ang nag-define na ang gene is the basic unit of inheritance? Si Gregor Mendel. Ang nag-define na ang basic unit of inheritance ay gene. Pero si Johansen naman ang nag-coin na term ng gene and also considered as the father of genetics. Animal genetics. Lumabas yan sa board exam. Yan. Next, number 14. The presence of two non-allelic genes on the same chromosome affecting the same trait. This one. Interesting. The presence of two non-allelic genes on the same chromosome affecting the same trait. What do you think is the correct answer? Nagkulang ba ako sa'yo? Okay, what do you think is the correct answer? Some of you answer letter A, C, B. Ang daming B. Okay, iba na A. Okay. So the correct answer, the word is two non-allelic genes on the same chromosomes. On the same chromosome. Okay? So when it comes to this one, this is very important sa animal breeding and genetics. Pag sinabi kasing multiple alleles, ibig sabihin nito, more than two alternative genes for a specific locus. Okay? More than two alternative genes for a specific locus. Okay? More than two. Kasi nga, multiple, madami. Okay? Pag, um, pag linkage genes naman, ito yung the two linked traits tend to be inherited as a single package. As a single pack. Dalawa into single one. Parang two into one. Ganon. So, two non-allelic genes on the same chromosome. On one. So, ibig sabihin, dalawa siya into one. Ganon. Pag sex link naman, refers to genes that are carried on the non-homologous portion of the X chromosome. Sample, normal girl, ganon. Pwede din carrier girl siya or normal boy. So that is what we call sex link. Galing saan? On the non-homologous portion. While letter D, sex influence, ito yung genes for sex influence traits that are carried on the autosomes. What is the word? Autosomes. Okay? Autosomes. Lagay nyo na lang dyan. Autosomes, no? It is carried on the autosomes and their expression is influenced by the sex of the individual. Okay? Sex of individual. It's either male or female identical genotypes. Okay? So, but they are actually exhibiting different traits pagdating sa self-influence. Okay? Kaya nga self, ibig sabihin individual. So, the correct answer is letter B. Okay? Bakit 2 tapos into 1 same chromosome. Okay? So, that is linkage of genes. So, hopefully, hindi kayo nagugulan sa mga ganyan kasi yan ay lumalabas sa exam. Okay? In the same statement. No? Indifferent statement pala. Indifferent statement. Hindi natin alam, baka ganito din ang lalabas sa exam, di ba? Pero lumalabas talaga sa linkage of genes, sync link, sex link. Then, number 15, last items. Coming together of paired chromosome during first meiotic division. Oh, what is this? Coming together of paired chromosomes during first meiotic division. Okay, what do you think is the correct answer? Nagkulang ba? Okay, so the correct answer for number 15 is, okay, answer ay ba A, B, B. Come together. Let us come together. Welcome to the family. We're glad that you have come to share your life with us as we grow in love. Okay. Together of paired chromosomes during first meiotic division. So the correct answer is, okay, I'll explain this one. So, pagdating sa, let's start first with letter D. Okay, pag sinabing ano, penocopy, pag sinabing penocopy, ito yung production of particular phenotype by environment that is also produced by heredity. Kasi from the word itself, it is phenotype. Pag sabing phenotype, meaning environment. Okay? Pag genotype, genetic. Ganon. So, pag phenotype, ibig sabihin environment. Okay? Anong gini-produce niya? Produced also by heredity. Okay? Letter C. Nicking naman, nicking is a term when the production of progeny that are superior, okay, that are superior to the parents which produce them. Superior, ibig sabihin, mas malaki pa siya kesa sa parents, yung offspring or yung progeny. Ganon. So, that is nicking. Okay? So, pag sinabi naman nating this is not a pleiotropy. This is a pleiotropy. Wala siyang O. It's a pleiotropy. So, this is a situation where one gene affects two or more traits. Okay? One gene naapektuhan ang two or more traits. Okay? Pag sinabing synapsis, okay, pag sinabing synapsis, ito yung coming together of paired chromosome during first meiotic division. Okay? Ano siya, nag-iisang loob sila, church. Parang nag-iisang loob. Ano yan? English siya? Ganun, parang English siya. Nag-iisang loob. Ganun, meron silang tinatawag na ganun. Mag-iisang loob. Ganun. So, synapsis ang tawag. Okay? So, that is coming together of paired chromosomes during first meiotic division, which is synapsis. Actually, malaman niyo yan during yung ano, yung may binasa ko na ano din, na question yung BB, capital B, small b, ano yung ano niya, yung ano yung offspring, what will be the offspring of the mating parents of BB times BB. May ganon, ha? Ganon yun siya. So, yun ang pinagkaiba nila. So, the correct answer here is letter A. Okay, may I know ilan yung score ninyo? May I know kung ilan yung scores? Yung iba kaya, ilan yung scores ninyo? Out of 15, ilan kayo? Okay, Jessica got 8 over 15. So, wag kang masad, Nell. I'm here for you. Si Sir Philip gets 7. Saan kayo? I-assess niyo yung self ninyo. Actually, ito. Paano siya i-assess? Actually, yung pagbigay ko sa inyo ng quiz ay covered na po lahat ng nasa content talaga ng animal science. Number 1 is equine management. It is under production. Okay? It is under production. So, equine management. Okay? Equine management ito. So, ilagay nyo dyan, number 1 is an equine management. Kung nagkamali kayo, so meaning kailangan yung pag-aralan ang equine management. And then this one is swine management production. So, kung nagkamali kayo, kailangan nyo din pag-aralan. Pero kung hindi naman, so scanning na lang kayo. Okay? So, sa number 3 naman, this one is a cattle or nilagay ko na lang din large ruminants. Yun, large ruminants management. Okay, so large ruminants and small ruminants, isama nyo na rin dyan. Okay, so next is we have number 4. This one is physiology. Okay, this is a physiology. Okay, pag mali kayo, so alam nyo nang gawin. This one is also Okay, this one is anatomy. Okay, anatomy. This is animal anatomy. So kung hindi niyo alam yung anatomy, so wag kayong mag-physiology kung hindi niyo alam, wag kayong mag-physiology kung hindi niyo alam ang anatomy. Kawawa kayo pagdating sa physiology. Dapat alamin niyo muna yung anatomy. Okay? That's why I'm encouraging everyone to avail the animal science kasi nga para ma-discuss ni sir sa inyo ng mabuti and then ma-discuss talaga ni sir ninyo ng mabuti and then para alam alam ninyo para hindi kayo kawawa sa exam. Okay? And this one is endocrine system. It's still under physiology. Hindi ko na siya sinama yung mga hormones. Actually, ang daming hormones. Yun ay lumalabas sa board exam. Yung mga follicle stimulating hormones, corpus luteum, ganon. Lumalabas yun sa exam. Okay, so this one under physiology, which is endocrine system. And this number 7 is, okay, this one also is animal physiology. Still animal physiology, which is reproductive system. Okay, reproduction system, reproductive system, ganun. Okay, doon yan. Siya kasama. This is for spermatozoa. Okay, spermatozoa. For male reproductive system. And then for number 8 is poultry production. Pero since this is already about the route of vaccination and medication, this is under animal nutrition. Okay, this is already under animal nutrition. Kasi you are giving vaccination. Pag you are giving vaccination and medication, still it is what we call under poultry nutrition. Veterinary na po ito, pang veterinary na. Okay, so ayan, nididiscuss din ni sir sa inyo. And then we have quiz number 9. Animal nutrition po ito. Yung mga functions of each nutrients, macro and micro minerals. It's very important also. Okay, and trace minerals. Number 10 is, yan, animal nutrition din po. Animal nutrition, which is, meron din po yung pag example, so, nag-exist siya ng copper, nag-exist ng iron, ano mangyayari? Yun, meron yan ganon. So, meron pa rin din pong deficiency or exist ng mga minerals and vitamins. Okay, at alamin niyo yon. Number 11 naman is, this one is slaughter, meat, slaughter processing, and then, ano pa ba to? Farm products and byproducts. Yun. So, dito yan siya kasama. Yung cheese, milk, yun. Okay? Okay, this one is also under sa milk, eggs, slaughtering processes, and farm products and byproducts. Yan. Okay? Yan, kasama yan. Number 13 is yan. Ito ay animal breeding and genetics. Okay, animal breeding and genetics. This one is also animal breeding and genetics. And this one is also animal breeding and genetics. Ayun. So, hindi pa sinama ni sir yung computation dyan, ha? Hindi pa sinama ni sir yung computation. So, meaning meron pa talaga computation. Yes, meron pang computation. So, these are the things that you are going to focus on. Especially animal breeding and genetics. Because the one that making the questions in the board examination, they are all masters in breeding and genetics, whether it's plant or animal. Oh, so walang takas. Okay, so yun. Yes po, mahirap talaga ang animal science. So that's why I'm encouraging everyone to avail our animal science. So I have here my students. They are here tonight. So also actually they have things to do sa crop protection. So pasada lang ni sir para ready na tayo for animal science. So our animal science will begin on July 1. So do not forget that I will be given a handout or a manual also and then PPT right after the class. And I'll send mga recording classes. So private message me para yan makasama namin kayo sa aming klase. Okay? So again, everyone, good evening. So yun lang muna sa ngayon. And sa susunod, kita tayo on July 1, 2024. Every 8 p.m. po or 8:30, depende po yun sa klase. Minsan wala po tayong klase, minsan meron. Nakadepende po yun kung magbibigay si sir ng pre-test or post-test. Ayun. So, sa July 1 na po ang ating animal science. So, yung mga estudyante ko dyan, yung mga students ko dyan sa sa private class, please finish your crop protection kasi na magpo-proceed na tayo sa animal science. So, you need to make yourself also mag-anumain din kayo para makapag-ready kayo for animal science. Medyo heavy talaga siya. Not medyo, heavy talaga siya. Okay, so dito na naman tayo magfo-focus. Okay, so thank you very much everyone. 감사합니다. 안녕 해주세요. 잘하세요 everyone and see you on July 1, 2024. Nel Buayo. Bye-bye everyone and good night. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Bye-bye.